And we are live. Yeah, it's been a little bit since doing a live stream, but we'll do one. Wanted to go live for a little bit today. Not long, maybe do a 30-minute stream, but it's good to see you there, Ryan. I see. A little bit of news has come out today. Jeff Greenberg, who was the assistant GM to Kyle Davidson, is no longer. He's going to head to Detroit and become the GM of the Detroit Tigers. He left the Cubs last year to join the Hawks front office, and now he's leaving the Hawks to go back to baseball and be a GM in baseball. Good question, Ryan. I don't know, but they had a lot of people already working in pretty much a similar position. So, I could see the Hawks maybe play it out and see from there. Maybe Marian Hossa. That's I don't know, but I did see Hossa was flying to Chicago. So, Rick, hey Rick, how are you? Hey, Leaf fan. How do I think of the Bruins anniversary jersey? I like them. I like the jerseys for the Bruins. Yeah, it was interesting to see Marianosa is flying back to Chicago. So maybe a job coming, hopefully. I really would hope to see Haas back in the front into the Hawks organization in a capacity, maybe a front office job like that. But again, the stream's not going to be a long stream today. Just don't want to go long since it's already almost 7:20. I just needed to. I was trying to get this thing on earlier, but didn't get back to my house until 10 minutes ago. But yeah, we should have an interesting time. Preseason's now in full swing as training camp officially began today. Connor Bedard on ice for Blackhawk practice, basically. And now we get to see Hawks hockey within the next couple of days because preseason games don't start until next week on Thursday. And we are 19 days away from the regular season, so it's around the corner, guys. I will tell you this: I do expect to have my season preview video for this upcoming season coming out in the next couple days, probably coming Wednesday. I should have my season preview for the Hawks all set to go. Do you think the Hawks will do what the Bruins did for their 100th anniversary? I think the Hawks will do something more similar to the Montreal Canadiens and bring out like several jerseys from their past for a anniversary set. I don't know if they'll do 3 jerseys and like a 2 different home and away and a third jersey. I have a weird feeling the Hawks are going to bring out multiple jerseys from their past history and have a good collection of jerseys. Who stood out other than Bedard at the prospect showcase? Frankly, I would say a big player that stood out. I can name a couple. Nolan Allen really stood out defensively and offensively in both games. Also, Kevin Korchinski. But Paul Ludwinski and Colton Dock, they both had a good showcase in this past weekend. So those are the 4 players I would say had big standouts in the prospect showcase. Of course, if the Hawks do a lot of jerseys in their 100th anniversary, which is only 3 seasons away, expect a lot of cool stuff because It's already been confirmed by the guys at CHGO that the Hawks will be bringing back the black jersey, which is awesome. I've been waiting for that jersey to return to the lineup of jerseys for a long time. That's my favorite design. And now we get to see it back, but it won't be back for another couple of years. Could Colton Dock make this roster this season? No, I think Colton's going to be in Rockford this year. Maybe play a few games in Chicago, but he'll be on Rockford. But yeah, do you guys want me to bring back preview videos for games? I've been considering it for this year, but I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Do you want me to bring back my game preview videos, or should I keep them basically canceled and not bring them back? The reason why I stopped doing game previews, they don't get as much traction, and once the game's over, the video is almost obsolete. And preview videos were a ton of work. I had to look into a lot of details, who was a net, potentially a net. It was a lot more to deal with than doing a game review video. Those are easier actually to do. Do the Hawks wear a patch for retired numbers? Kind of get a Chelios one if they do. Well, if they do, it will likely be like what they did for the Marian Hossa patch. But they wore that patch during the ceremony and the warm up. They did not wear it during game, which honestly sucked because this is a great looking patch. I would have loved to see the Hawks wear it on ice during the game. But they will be wearing a Rocky Warts patch this year. Did I get the Rocky patch yet? Not yet, because I don't know if they're on sale yet. I might get in contact with CSL tomorrow and maybe the Blackhawk store tomorrow and ask, hey, are the Rocky patches on sale yet? This might be the last season that the Hawks have changed stitching. No, that won't. It's already been confirmed it's not the last season. The Hawks will not ever get rid of the chain stitching. Because basically how it looks like what's going on with the Fanatics takeover. As much as I hate Fanatics, I'm not looking forward for it. But I expect the Hawks to not ever get rid of the chain stitching. They've had chain stitching on their jerseys for pretty much their entire history in the NHL. Virtually almost every jersey they wore, except for a few, were chain stitched. Hell, a hockey sweater, even some of the old hockey sweaters have chain stitching. Here's the barber pole one from the archive collection. But yeah, there's some chain stitching in that. Expect to see me wearing these sweaters often this upcoming year, since I now have all three of the archive collection sweaters. Do you guys like the two droids in the background a little bit? Yep. I have a couple of droids behind me. Going to... Oh, you're going to the training camp tomorrow? Oh, that's cool. So you got tickets. I would love to go up this weekend, maybe to see one of the practices, but it's hard for me to drive up there during during the weekdays right now. So that's why I could not get up there. If I was able to, I probably would have gone up there today and gone to a the practice, but it's all good for me. Have fun there, Nemmer. I know they have a bunch of Bedard's merchandise at the Fifth Third Arena. Oh, speaking of the Fifth Third, and within the next couple of years, we are going to be seeing expansion to the Fifth Third, and it's good to see. It's going to build more for the sport of hockey, put 2 more rinks right on that practice facility. It's going to be a cool thing that they're putting on at the Fifth Third. What Rockford games do you have planned for this year? Honestly, I haven't looked into it. If I go to Rockford games, that's pretty much, I have to look more into detail when I can make it up there. I will say this. I am going to at least 10 Blackhawk games this year at the United Center. And I'm going to be at the Chris Chelios game. So that's going to be awesome to see the Chelios banner. I don't know quite yet if I'm planning to go do a Rockford trip. I like to go to at least one game a year because Rockford's a little bit more of a drive for me to go to. Even though it's about the same same length of time on the drive. It's a little bit more of a drive because it's farther up north. How much do you think Taylor Hall will help Bedard? I think Hall should do pretty fine if he's on the line. Here's my line prediction for the first. I will already give you a line prediction before my season preview comes out. I can see the first line consisting of Taylor Hall on the left wing, Connor Bedard down the middle, and Taylor Radish on the right wing. I think that line combo will work well. You get you get 2 players who can kind of drive the net and make it more chaos for a goalie, and a pure sniper in Bedard. I have 2 games in Rockford versus San Diego and San Jose. Oh, cool. So, isn't that the home opener they're playing San Jose? I really haven't looked into even when the teddy bear toss. Maybe if I can, I would go to see the teddy bear toss. Here's the thing. When I go to a game for a Rockford game, I kind of schedule it out where the Blackhawks are not playing that day, so I'm able to watch the Hawks. And I don't have anything going on. That's how I plan a trip for a Rockford game. I'm afraid when Fanatics takes over that NHL jerseys to going to even more. Oh, even be so you're worried the NHL jerseys will be more expensive than what they are. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from because Reebok, when it went from Reebok to Adidas, jersey prices went up. And how everything's sounding, it sounds like there's going to be a multiple type tier set of jerseys. So you have the crappy Fanatics replicas, the Indo jerseys of Fanatics on like Authentics, which is like what you have with Adidas. You have the Adidas Indo jerseys, and then it sounds like Fanatics is going to do a Made in Canada run, which is going to be the highest tier of jersey, and which is what the players wear on the ice. I would be happy with that because I want a Made in Canada Adidas jersey still for the Blackhawks. I need not just like my Made in Canada like warm up jersey from the Foundations night. I want a Made in Canada like team issued Blackhawk jersey, not a practice jersey. I have several team issued like type jerseys, like the Reebok Edge 2.0s and 1.0s. I have, which are the on ice Authentics, and I have a couple Coho and CCM and Nike Authentics and a Pro Player Authentic. I need a Adidas Authentic, which is the Made in Canada. Guys, I might have to call the stream here in the next like 5 minutes because I knew I wasn't going to go live long. Maybe we'll have more live streams this weekend. That's okay with you guys. I just wanted to pop in here, talk with you guys for just a little bit because I haven't had a live stream in any time. And with the season just around the corner, it's going to be a fun time, guys. With it being season 5 of Windy City Hockey, with the new Bedard era, it should be awesome. Do you think the Hawks will be a bottom 10 team? Yeah, I do think they will. Other than Bedard, who do you think is the next best Blackhawk to get a jersey of? Lucas Reichel's a good choice. Probably Kevin Korchinski. I would say Kevin Korchinski or Lucas Reichel. I already have a Reichel jersey. I got that on my Reverse Retro 2.0. Korchinski's an interesting one because I don't think he wants to stay in the number 55. I think he wants his number 14 that he's worn pretty much his entire hockey career up until the Blackhawks. He's worn 14, so I have a weird feeling some way when if Boris Kachuk's no longer on the team, Korchinski will change his number from 55 to 14. So if you want, you could get like a number 55 Kevin Korchinski jersey, and if he ever changes his number, it makes it more rare. That's how I view it as. Bedard is always going to be the main choice right now, since he is the face of the team and face of the NHL at this point. I'm trying to think of any other Hawks. Maybe Oliver Moore down the line. Maybe Drew Comesso. Honestly, that's about it. The Hawks will have an alternate jersey this year, right? No, the Hawks will not have a third jersey this year. They will have a third jersey in the next, in like probably in 2 seasons, because last week this guys from CHGO, Jay, Mario, and Greg, they all talked with Jamie Faulkner and Danny Warts. And Danny already kind of said that the black jersey will be coming back, which is great to see. That's a fan favorite. It's a jersey that's my favorite of all time. And seeing a black jersey come back is awesome. They haven't worn the black jersey since 2009. And when it comes back, it probably will be in the next 2 years. Teams will have third jerseys this year, Ryan. I know, for instance, on Saturday, the Minnesota Wild are releasing their third jersey. It's basically their reverse retro from last year. The New York Rangers are supposed to be re-releasing their Liberty jersey again. The Tampa Bay Lightning are supposed to have a 90s throwback third jersey this year. Don't know if that's still happening, but they're rumored to have that. The Bruins already released their set of 3 jerseys they will be wearing this year. The Hurricanes are bringing back their red jersey, which it should be their home jersey, but who can... whatever there. There's teams that are going to have third jerseys right now, but the Hawks won't have a third jersey for the next couple of years, it sounds like. So, guys, do you think people are putting too much pressure on Bedard? I could see where you're coming from on that statement, but it's hard to say. I don't think so. I think what the Hawks are going to do is give everything where Bedard is in a right position to succeed. You might get Reichel on a reverse retro 2.0. You if you were a season ticket holder a few weeks ago, like about a month ago now, you could have gone to the United Center and they were selling reverse retro 2.0 blanks, and the 2019 Winter Classic turned thirds for $30. So I ended up picking up the third this jersey for it. Like all these Adidas style jerseys from this jersey, the reverse retro 2.0s, they were all $30. They are probably waiting for their centennial season before they bring back the black 90s jersey back. Hopefully they will actually wear some throwbacks unlike the Bruins. Rock. It sounds like in 2 years the black jersey will come back. And from how everything is sounding like, the Hawks are going to have a lot of stuff coming for the centennial in 3 years. Because the centennial is technically going to be the 25-26 through the 26-27 season. It sounds like the Hawks are going to probably do what the Montreal Canadiens did. Maybe. That's what I'm what I've heard, but like don't have any connections, but that's how it's kind of sounding like. Maybe the Hawks might do something huge by spreading out their centennial like how Montreal did. That would be a smart move. They can make a whole bunch of money on a bunch of jerseys, and hell, you know me, I would get every one of the jerseys from a centennial. I found a Canner Wagers Adidas jersey on eBay for $35 and it wasn't fake. The seller was selling his whole jersey collection. Oh, nice. But yeah, Rock, the black jersey sounds like it's coming back in 2 years. Not this year, not the year following, but within the next couple of years. Bruin Centennial jerseys are a joke. No throwbacks at all. It's your 100th anniversary, for Christ's sake. I mean, look what Toronto did for their 100th anniversary. They did nothing. Other than bring out the Arenas jersey for one game. I have a feeling with how the Hawks are going to do it, they're going to have a cool selection of jerseys. Hopefully. That's how I hope things are. If for some odd reason Danny Wirtz is watching this, here's a how about this? Make a throwback jersey for each from each era. So you have maybe you do the white version of the sweater because you already wore the black version for the 2019 Winter Classic. Then you bring back the barber pole jersey because the barber pole. Then you bring back the Stan Mikita era jerseys. You bring back the this style of jersey, but this one's a sweater, but that honestly, a smart move by the Hawks would be bring back a ton of jerseys from their history and make a true collection of centennial sets. Do you think Chris Chelios is the greatest Blackhawk of all time to not win a Stanley Cup? That's actually a tough question because there's quite a bit of good Hawks that never won a Stanley Cup in Chicago. Chelios did win cups with Montreal and Detroit. Chelios would be up there. I would say it's Tony Esposito. I would say it's Tony Esposito for that statement. I know he won a cup technically with Montreal, but he wasn't in net. He was just the backup as a rookie that played a few games, but he didn't play much with Montreal. Then he got traded to the Hawks and was still considered a rookie with the Hawks. I would say it's Tony Esposito. Actually, Toronto brought out the arenas and they did wear the St. Pat's. Yeah, I know they brought back this arenas, and did they consider that their centennial season when they wore the St. Pat's jersey against the Hawks that year, or were they considering their centennial the season following when the Adidas takeover was happening? Do you think people expectations are too high for Connor should we keep our expectations lower, like 20 plus goals instead of 30? Honestly, I don't think so. The way Bedard is, he can score goals and he has one of the best shots already in the NHL. And saying 30 goals is honestly an understatement. I could see him put up 40, but my prediction is 32 goals and 78 points. I'm not putting him in the 80-point range, even though I can see him do it. I think it will be smarter to do it that way. I could see what you're trying to say, Red Fire. I think they treated 2017 as a centennial year. Okay, I wasn't sure. You have to do a Hawks Man Cave tour. It looks like you have a lot of Blackhawks collectibles and stuff. I think it would be kind of cool. I've considered doing something like that. I know recently I made some changes to my backgrounds. I still have the jersey wall right there. So an autographed Marian Hossa, an autographed Dennis Savard, my Pat Foley autographed jersey, my Patrick Sharp autographed jersey. It's hard to put my camera that way, but I have another autographed kind of frame almost jersey from Hossa, some hockey pucks over there. Of course, the Stanley Cup banners behind me. A collectible Stan Mikita memorial stick is right there. That goalie stick is actually a Eddie Belfour preseason used stick. Some bobbleheads, all the 1 goal books. These are my hockey cards. More hockey cards. More bobbleheads, Stanley Cup hats, and replica rings. Ice Hogs are having a jersey retirement this year. I'll try to see if I can go and not confirmed who is getting a jersey retired, but you have a feeling it's either Brandon Peary or Jeremy Morin. I wonder if it could be Corey Crawford. I was hoping to finally see a brown jersey from the Bruins. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from there, Rock. At least on the third jersey, it technically has brown on it, which is nice. I think out of the 3 Centennial jerseys, that third jersey is the best jersey from the Bruins. I don't know where they went, why they chose metallic gold on their home and away. Apparently, from what I saw, the Bruins will be wearing the third jersey only against the original 6 teams. So, I guess on the second day of the season, the Hawks will be in Boston to play the Bruins. I guess the Bruins' first game, they will be wearing their third jersey? That's what I'm getting, and what I am thinking is going to be happening. So, like, the Bruins will be wearing their cream third jersey, and the Hawks will be wearing, I guess, their red jersey. So, you know what would be cool for the Hawks to do would be bring this jersey back out of the closet and wear these against the Bruins in that second game of the season to make it more of a retro night. That's what I was. What would be cool to see there, like the Hawks bring back their Makita and Hall era jerseys and wear those against the Bruins that night. That would be would have been a cool idea. Bruins wearing their cream third jersey. I think that would have been a cool idea to see. Make all the original 6 teams wear a throwback when the Bruins are playing the original when in a centennial year. I feel like for teams are turning into getting their centennials in the next couple of years, you're going to have 3 teams have a centennial: the Hawks, the Red Wings, the Rangers, all in the same year. I don't know what the Rangers will do. I don't think they would actually do a jersey. Same with Detroit. Yes, I did see that. I talked about that a little bit at the beginning of the stream. Jeff Greenberg, Blackhawk assistant GM, left the team to go join the Detroit Tigers as a GM. But are you glad it's a Fanatics? Rock? I am too. I am glad Fanatics that Adidas is going to be done, but I hate Fanatics a whole lot more. That company's the worst. The owner of the company terrible. Thinking they put out good products. It's not. They put out garbage. Their hats are trash. Their shirts are trash. Their jerseys are garbage. I'm hoping we can see I hope they do bring back made in Canada jerseys though, which from what I saw they are going to be bringing back made in Canada jerseys to the retail level. Oh yeah, Bio's still going bankrupt. Yeah, I think the drink's not good anyways, so I only found one flavor I thought that was good, and it was the peach flavored, but BioSteel's honestly, I don't know. It's hard to say. It was cool to see that a company like BioSteel was trying to compete with Gatorade or Powerade, which are owned by Coke and Pepsi respectively, for each. Pepsi owning Gatorade, Coke owning Powerade. I'm personally a Coke product drinker, and I prefer Powerade over Gatorade, but it just seemed like BioSteel just was too small of a company to succeed from what it looks like. I wonder who will end up becoming the next sports drink partner with the NHL, because I'm assuming with the BioSteel bankruptcy, the NHL will choose a new company. My hope is Powerade, or maybe bring back Gatorade, which Gatorade I guess is fine, but Powerade would be the smarter choice. because Coca-Cola products are better, and I hate how the United Center switched to Pepsi this year. Granted, I don't drink sodas much at all anymore, so. Who's your top? Oh, who's your top 3 Hawks? So, are you saying top 3 current Hawks, top 3 all-time Blackhawks? Need some clarification. Sorry about that, guys. My computer just turned right off on me. I don't know what caused it. So I'm back. Hopefully, it streams back up. And sorry about that. Little bit of a glitch right there. So favorite all time. Well, my all-time favorite hockey player is Marian Hossa, so I guess put Hossa on that list. Um, Probably Stan Mikita should be there. And Corey Crawford to answer that question. Leafs didn't do anything, and there's in that special for 100th anniversary because we had Mr. Boring, aka Lou Lamoriello, as our GM at the time. Okay, that makes sense. But guys, I know I had to reboot my computer. I don't know what caused that. I do have to get going. The stream has gone for 45 minutes now. So I want to say thank you for those who came by the stream. It was a lot of fun talking with all of you. If you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, as the season is just 19 days away. And thank you again. And also ball. Let's go Hawks.